Yo, it's Bubba's. Welcome to our new Clown Kingdom. This is new because we want it to be. We were bored of the other one, so it's a lot different than the other one, and my friend Clown will explain that.
Yeah, for sure. On this one, we're focusing a lot more on aesthetics and stuff. Like, on the other one, we had a lot of ugly farms. The hub wasn't really great. All of our bases were really messy. Stuff like that. On this one, we're gonna be a lot more organized. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and starting out, we have a lot of problems. We're always needing food, and we're not gonna go run around for hours burning pigs and sheep. And then, having to get around places is super hard. Like being used to having 7 elytras at your use with mending. It's having to get fast travel is gonna take a minute. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, for sure. That was super difficult in the beginning. Just resource gathering in general. A thing that I wanted to touch on is a thing that kind of reduces the grind. Farms. We're just early game farms. We really wanted to hit those. We worked on potato farm, XP farm, and then my favorite one that I worked on the first, iron farm. That's the thing that really, really changed the game.
Yeah, starting out with an iron farm, it really is impacting.
I never have to go mining for iron ever again.
Yeah.
I AFK'd for one night, and I think I ended up with 14 and a half stacks of blocks.
Yeah.
So, it was honestly really good for early game development.
Yeah, with the iron farm, there were a couple difficulties there too. I just didn't start out with enough beds. I forgot about that. And then my tools were always breaking, and my armor was half broken by the time I finished it. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And one of our main guys on the server, Mr. Bubs, he starting out, he was never really on the realm. And now he has the most diamonds. He has netherite before anybody. He's out here grinding.
Putting the work in, you know what I'm saying?
It's about drive.
No.
No, we're not doing this.
Alright.
Another early game farm that I loved working on was the monster spawner that I found nearby my house. We decided to make an XP farm out of it,
Yeah, we found a good handful of monster spawners at the very beginning, but they were all zombies, so we couldn't really make anything useful out of them.
And even then, the farm is horrible. I tried AFKing for 10 minutes, and I forgot that in Bedrock, I don't know about Java, but at least the platform we play, hitting causes hunger. So I wasn't looking, and I almost died of starvation while AFKing at the farm.
And before you ask, I do not know what's going on in the background footage.
Yeah, I think a really big part that's helping develop this realm so far is we're all working as a community to get this together. It's not one person deciding on one thing. We're all gonna come together and decide things. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. I remember I gathered up a whole team to work on to start working on a project. Of course, that never happened because nothing ever works around here.
Yeah.
But it's the thought that counts. You know what I mean?
And another one of our big issues, though, is the nether path. We're just, no matter what, we've always, died from the stupidest things.
Yeah.
I swear, Clown has died hundreds of times trying to find a good spot for a future project of ours. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon.
Earlier, one time they were, on a nether bridge, a bridge that was actually built into the world, and a gas shot out of it and fell to their death.
I was so mad.
Yeah, because I watch you and the bridge just breaks open.
Honestly, gas are one of the worst mobs on this stupid, godforsaken game.
Speaking of awful mobs, can we just talk about phantoms for a second?
Yeah, not to be political, but who the hell voted for that guy?
Honestly, out of all mobs we could have picked, why the phantom?
There's no reason we needed him.
We thought it would be better.
No, but yeah, they dropped the little membrane. But what is that gonna do you late game when you have mending? No matter what,
Yeah.
I've never used a phantom membrane for what it was for.
Who is gonna have an elytra but not mending?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's rule number 1. Bull.
Yeah, speaking of mob votes, we're recording this a few days before the final part of Caden's Clips drops. Who voted for the LA? Look, I know the weird moss dude that glue wasn't the best, My guess is why people voted for the elite. They heard that he brings you stuff when you drop it, and some 5-year-olds are probably like, "Ooh, if I drop diamonds, he'll bring them back to me."
For real, like
Yeah.
you could have had this beautiful little copper golem, but no, y'all ruined it.
Yeah.
As a counterpoint, though, he is just like a little green feller.
You ruin. People keep ruining everything. Freaking glow squid. Who wanted that?
Dream.
Anyway, so our next project is going to be a villager breeder. I made the design myself. I'm pretty excited to work on it. Right now we're clearing out the space for it. The only issue is its location.
Yeah, like it's for real. We went through the Nether trying to find like an adequate location to make the first part of this farm, and we found a decent spot right next to a bastion. You know, the only problem is so much death had to happen to find this location, right? And the funniest thing is, when we came out of that portal into the overworld, it was in the middle of a geode in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, and even whenever we got out to the overworld after the Nether, like, there was still plenty of death because I drowned to death, like, at least twice after getting there.
Like, going into the future, one of our biggest things is farms. Like, you know, Bubs did make his little XP farm, but we're gonna need a pig grinder. We're gonna need a lot of things going into the future of this realm. I mean, I'm sure the town is gonna be much different than, you know, I'm sure you can see it in the clips, like all these houses. We're gonna have big skyscrapers fitting into the theme, and then you dig underground, it's a giant city. Like, it's obviously gonna be getting way different in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Farms that I'm excited for, I really want to work on, I think the most fun that we have is generally like going to be like wood farms, maybe slime farms, stuff like that. It's just simple stuff that you can kind of make the design yourself. Like villager-based farms are kind of my favorite, but they are really, really aggravating to work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, villagers are just awful at like being movable, you know? Like, there's no good way to get them.
Yeah, for sure. Like, moving villagers is, like, such an awful part of this game. I hate them so much.
The funniest part is, all of the villagers in our village have died. So we're gonna have to find a whole new village to even, like, start the creation of this new villager breeder.
Yeah, and you can see in the background right here, I have a little bit of footage of me working on the iron farm. You know, right here I'm working on the kill chamber, the little loot collection area. It was a good time, to be honest. But anyway, I guess it's time that we get to the tour. Yeah, so right here you can get I have a nice shot of just the city in general. You can see Bubba's house in the background. You can see my house coming up here. I have a little garden right here. It's pretty nice. You can see all the creeper holes too. It's pretty great.
Yeah, we've patched none of these.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. You can see my little potato farm with all my little potatoes. That's where they live.
The skeleton
Got
that
my
died in
dining
there.
table, got my storage table. We got my bedroom here. Woo! Woo! Let's go! Then I'm walking out.
And now we're heading on to my house, and you can see it obviously is the best looking house ever.
Yeah,
You know?
completely.
I spent a lot of time on this, like a little bit too much. You can see my little dog, my horsey on the bed. You know how it is. This is my downstairs. We all worked to pitch in on this enchantment table. And down
Except
here,
Zog.
Except Zog.
I didn't even know about it. How was I supposed to pitch in if I didn't know?
And then down here is a little zombie spawner thing, doodad thing.
And here I got stuck. And you can see the iron golem look at me.
We found a
Now
little raid tower.
now we're going on to my house. Yeah, as you can see, I live by the iron farm for some reason. I just chose to move there. Yeah, I'm making like a little custom cave, and it's gonna go really deep and have multiple little spots. There's my little guard dog. Like, this is my little tunnel so far, and that's Cotton missed it, but there's my house. All this is like, I'll just go mine a whole entire chunk, and then make like a custom cave of some sort.
Yeah, and right here you can see the iron farm. Spent a lot of time on this guy. I'm using Silent Whisper's design. Uploaded a few months ago. It works out pretty well, and we've used it on all of our servers. Right here's the kill chamber. So for some reason there's a door right here. I didn't place that, but it's there. So we're just gonna have to live with it. And you can see it was recently used because there's no iron left. And here's going on to my soon-to-be favorite one, whenever we actually finish it. This is our villager breeder. Right from the inside of a geode over to our little digged out portion.
Oh, wow.
We can see a little minecart system for whenever we do put villagers down there. You can see me fall down there. I'm pretty strong, so it didn't hurt me that much.
If you reverse it, they actually jump really high.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Yo, this has been Clown Kingdom. Thank you for watching to the end.
Yeah, for sure. Interact with us, likes, shares, comments, whatever. We love it.
Yeah, this is mainly a pilot episode. Our videos will be more in depth later, but thanks for watching. Bye.